Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be using a new product that I've never used before. So I started off mixing up just a gallon, just because it settled down to the bottom. That way you're not trying to mix two things at once. So it is a powder. I topped it up basically to the top of the gallon as much as I could put in there. Then I'm slowly mixing it up. It has a bit of rubber in it to give it the anti-slip. Once that disappears, then you can keep adding more. The best way would be to have two people, one slowly pouring in and one mixing all the time, but I didn't really have that option at this given time. Just keep topping it up. It'll probably take you 4 or 5 times by the time all the resin or the component B is all gone. One thing that I did have trouble with is they give you the can and then use a Schultz gun. Maybe it's just our Schultz gun, but it just didn't work very well. The coating was too thick. It didn't have enough pressure to kind of really push it out fast enough. So what I ended up doing was cleaning out one of our cans from Raptorliner and using my Raptorliner Schultz gun. It worked way better. It had way more pressure. You could actually put it on. One thing I would recommend if you're going to spray this stuff all the time is make a good funnel or something, because to try and pour this out of a gallon into a Schultz gun can was an absolute disaster. Now I'm adding the activator, so it recommends a max of 24 drops and it will be dry in 50 minutes, I believe, is your pot life. So I did add 24 because I didn't want to be waiting around any longer than I had to be. But then when I had the gun disaster, I was kind of scrambling, not gonna lie. So once we mixed that up for about 15 minutes, it was go time. Now, as you can see, I kind of prepped it all. What I did is I actually painted the floor on this deck. The customer didn't tell me that there is anti-skid coating going on. So what I did is I ended up scotch-brighting the floor. That way it would stick to it. Typically what I would do is I would just prime it and then not paint it. Then you mask it off a day or two later. Then you can spray the anti-skid coating on the floor. So we got this thing all sprayed yesterday. It's pretty rugged. I think there's quite a bit of rubber or sand in it. It's pretty aggressive actually. I think this is like 210 square feet we did. That's one thing I'll give this company. So their data sheets are really close. It said it'd do about 100 to 120 square feet per gallon. And I did use 2 gallons on here. Typically, most of the time those data sheets are way out to lunch. So I did get another kit just to make sure, but I didn't end up needing it. One thing I didn't like about this stuff is it stunk up the shop for about 2 days, even with our fan running non-stop. Drop a comment below, Have you guys used this stuff before? As always, guys, I really do appreciate you guys watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.